lies in the fact that they seem to have problems solving the defense of the Crispa Redmanizers, and it's they're not solving this defense as a team. They're doing it individually, and one man dribbling or driving against this defense of the Crispa Redmanizers is like someone dribbling against a tentacle on defense, an octopus with 10 tentacles.
10 tentacles.
A different kind of an octopus.
Anyway, Zal, what should the Toyota Tamaraos do now? They must be really having difficulty in being coherent in the game, mainly because the key players are not around, and it is indeed very difficult to adjust at a moment's notice to the absence of these people.
It's possible that psychologically they have a problem, but they have to do something better than just correct themselves psychologically. They have to go as a team.
Fade away by Atoy Ko. Retaliating after a three-point play by Sonny Jaworski, opening up the third period. Jaworski with an interception. The Big J going for the basket. He's trying to provide that spark for the Toyota team to come alive. Interception and a pass by Tuadles by Fabiosa. We've got a bobble, loose ball recovery made by Fabiosa. Over to Gidabin. Gidabin to Ko. Bounce pass to Philip Cesar. Over to the cutting Gidabin, and he misses on the reverse try. There's a pitch to Abe King. Espinosa's down there. King lays up for two. 82-61 Crispa by 21 points now. And Atoy Ko retaliates. 84-61. Crispa lead 23 points. Tuadles open. He missed on the try. We've got a recovery by Gidabin. A fast break pitch to Fabiosa. Jaworski's in there. And we've got a foul going against Sonny Jaworski. It'll be two charities for Bernie Fabiosa. Here's a Sinclair Paint slow-mo. The contact on the move with Fabiosa helping out as he jumped straddle leg.
And the big problem that the Toyota Tamaraos is displayed in that last play, because Crispa is the kind of a team who, if its defense works very well, the offense practically plays itself. Like you have a lot of fast breaks.
In the meantime, Bernie Fabiosa cashes in on the charity shot. We've got 86-61 on the board now with 10 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
Tuadles gets away from Ko. King lays up, misses. Gidabin all the way to Ko. Another fast break by Crispa. Ko misses, and we've got a loose ball recovery by King and a backcourt foul. King was double teamed by Fabiosa and Espinosa, so he'll go to the line on that contact by Espinosa.
86-61 is the count. Espinosa is now being replaced by Joy Junicio. The new Josephine's restaurant in Greenbelt Park, Makati, serves you seafoods with a pure fresh taste. Whether steamed or broiled, Josephine's seafood satisfy. Come to Josephine's at Greenbelt Park across the Makati Commercial Center. We have 23 points by Abe King now. 24 points. That's right. We've got him with 8 rebounds in the game at 24 points.
Cesar in the front court, Crispa. He hands off Fabiosa to Ko. Ko from the right flank. It hugs the hoop and sinks. 88-62. A bad pass on the inbound by Abe King.
They've been having a lot of that tonight.
Looking very frustrated. 26-point advantage. This is the biggest lead duplicated by Crispa. Ko missing out, and we've got Cesar under the basket. He was trying a fancy shot there.
Is it time for that?
He was trying to go for the hoop from behind the glass, and we've got contact by Estrada on the driving Ko. It'll be 2 charities for the Fortune Cookie.
Estrada picks up foul number 1. The Fortune Cookie for 2 charities. He's got a total of 36 points now, 18 out of 31 tries. And this is just the first half and a few minutes into the third. 38 points by the Fortune Cookie. He just might be able to break that score established by Torrente, which amounted to 51 points. He could easily break that if he continues his pace, and he definitely would be earning a lot of points tonight for the Don MVP statistical points, for which he has been glaringly remiss in the past few days on account of his lackluster performance. He's buying it all back tonight in one game. Atoy Ko.
And you know, he realizes this, I'm sure, because of the absence of Fernandez. He could double his output tonight.
That's very true. His average, you know, his advantage over Fernandez right now can be gleaned only on the entry submitted by our televiewers. With the Dawn MVP standings, guess who tally at 7,666 points against 5,941 of Fernandez. But Fernandez is tops on statistical points, 2,328 against 1,923 points. Ko is behind by over 400 points, 405 to be exact. You'll recall, Dick, that the last time we pit these two together, Atoy Ko was only trailing by 26 points in the Crispa Toyota match, which saw him play rather poorly. He was behind by 26 at the start and was behind by over 100 points at the end of that game. Now he's behind by 400, and he will be able to catch up somewhat because of tonight's game.
Ko has had about 3 bad games. Bad games based on his standards. And even though he has scored something like 13, 15 points, this is still way below his usual average of 28, 29 points
Very
per
much
game.
below, as displayed right now by Atoy Ko, over 38 points in just the first half.
We've got a cat.
Yep, I saw that one. Going right between the legs, or under the legs of Box Adornado. He never even noticed.
That's right. He was as surprised. Jaworski setting up King, and King missed the tap. Goes over to Fabiosa. The speed of Fabiosa. He is onto the basket for the hit. 94-64. And Crispa is leading by 30 big points. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left. Ko produced 22 points in 1 quarter, and we were inquiring whether this could be a record.
Yes, it is.
Which means that Ko has already broken 1 record this evening. Ubalde follows up and misses. Recovery made by Salazar. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left.
You know, Dick, with the performance of Atoy Ko tonight, I certainly wouldn't be surprised if we get a lot of votes for him again, especially from Pasig. The home grounds of the Crispa Redmanizers. We have reports coming from the Don Filter Kings people that they were amazed at the turnout of points or entries coming from Pasig, with Atoy Ko dominating in that area. And the way they also are surprised at the split up of points coming in for the Toyota Tamaraos, mainly splitting the points of Fernandez, Jaworski, and Arnaiz.
That's right. They'll have to decide whom to really vote for as a group instead of splitting the votes among 3 top players.
All different people with different lines and different favorites.
That's right. In the meantime, earlier you saw Abe King frustrated even on his attempt to dunk. And that was caught by the Sinclair Paint slow-mo. That's the reason why the crowd was yelling earlier.
So his dunking statistics right now, Dick, in the All-Filipino, or could be career, is made 1 out of 5.
By Abe King.
But you know that lone dunk was a beautiful dunk. It was a reverse slam dunk.
Yes, that
made
could
by
make
Abe
up
King.
for all the other misses
And not
by
only
Abe
that,
King.
if you recall, when he made that dunk, the Toyota Tamaraos were still behind. But after that dunk, it sort of gave his team a big psychological lift. And
That's
thereafter,
right.
there was no looking back for the Tamaraos.
And that's what dunks are really supposed to be. Psychological boosts to a team that is trailing behind.
Which means, Dick, that that frustrated dunk of King now is not going to help his team any psychologically.
Not at all. Legaspi connects from right quarter court. He has been waxing hot consistently this evening. 96-68, but the Crispa lead is down to 28 big points. They're pouring it on, and Philip Cesar retaliates. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. They look determined to give the Toyota Tamaraos a real shellacking tonight. Although the Toyota Tamaraos are playing minus Fernandez, Francis Arnaiz, and Santa Maria. Adornado retaliates again, and once again, a 30-point lead is restored, 100-70. At the rate Crispa is scoring, they may also break the team high record in 1 single game. We're only in the 3rd quarter with 6 and 23 to go, and they already have 100 points. We've got a timeout. Action in the front court of Crispa, 100-70. Redmanizers by 30 big points against their arch rivals, the Tamaraos. Legazpi over to King. King driving in, and he is blocked beautifully and cleanly by Bong de la Cruz. And in a gesture of sportsmanship, King acknowledges that block. Here it is on the Sinclair Plains slow-mo. Watch that block. It's clean by Bong de la Cruz.
I got the feeling that Abe King had the intention of dunking that ball.
He was trying to go in for a towering layup. De la Cruz, in the meantime, is guilty of contact.
It would take a Julius Erving to dunk that ball from that angle and from that distance.
But you all know that he's got a pretty long sprint.
Nick Bulaong in the keyhole, watched by Hubalde. The attempt by Bulaong is off, and we've got a loose ball with a foul going against De La Cruz, says referee Manuel. He picks up another contact. That'll be foul number 4.
100-70 with 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go. The 4th team foul is charged at Toyota. We have 5 against Crispa.
Legazpi lays up and misses. And we've got Bulaong too deep under the basket. He recovers and follows up for 2. Bulaong just forgot where he was when he saw the goal right on top of his head. He had to reverse.
He lost his orientation. He was reversing on the other side.
That's right.
For the basket.
102-72. Philip Cesar swiftly retaliating. Under the basket by King. 102-74. 5 minutes and 5 seconds to play. We're only in the 3rd quarter, and Crispa has 102 points already. De La Cruz laying up, and it was deflected by Bulaong. Forward pitch goes to Javier. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. 3rd quarter. Jaworski is sitting it out on the bench with 4 fouls against him. Legazpi lays up. Not quite. King reverses, gets another chance, and sinks it. Terrific spring by Abe King.
Those are the kind of plays that can endear King to his fans.
That's right. Showing a lot of power. Hubalde misses. Bulaong for King. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Salazar all the way to Javier. Javier against Philip Cesar. Short stab trickles in. 102-78. Crispa lead down to 24 points.
King is looking tired.
Under the basket by Hubalde on an assist pass by Adornado. All that jumping must have tuckered him out. Takes a lot of stamina and power. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. King again fading away and rimming out. Salazar is under for the follow-up too. Nobody attempted to block him there. 104-80. Hubalde lays up, makes it. He is fouled by Bulaong. It'll be a 3-point play.
Bulaong picks up the foul. We have the slow-mo here, brought to you by Sinclair Paints.
Clear Epoxy, the tool of trades.
That's a close-up of the basketball that's being used this evening in the 67th meeting since 1975, the inception of the PBA, between arch rivals Toyota and Crispa.
The largest margin ever won by the Crispa Redmanizers over Toyota was in 1976 in the first conference at 26 points. They also scored a similar 26-point advantage in the second round eliminations at 123-97. So twice in the second conference, that is. So in the first and second conferences, we've got the Crispa Redmanizers in 1976 winning by 26 points over the Toyota Tamaraos. Of course, you know that Toyota has won 35 out of the 60.
The other way around.
66 games, while Toyota won 31.
That's right. Crispa winning 35, Toyota 31. Javier gets a pass. It's 3-on-1. Legazpi assisted beautifully by Javier. 109-84. 3 minutes left in this 3rd period. De La Cruz, Fabiosa, Gidabin, Co, and Hubalde complete the 5 for Crispa, while we have Emer Legazpi, Javier King, Jaworski, and Salazar for Toyota. Backcourt foul committed by Atoy Co on Abe King, and he'll go to the line for 2 charities. And as they troop to the line, in the provinces, you can get your Loewe new light-colored denims, comfortable cotton twills, and fashionable canvas, together with casual wear for girls of all sizes and ages at Mindanao Iligan Shopping Center, 1 and 2 in Iligan City, Felcris Supermarket in Cebu City and Davao City, and right here in San Fernando, Pampanga at the Laos Men's World. That's for your glowy jeans and jackets, the brand with the fighting bull. 109-86. Crispa lead down to 23 points. Fabiosa spots and misses. Recovery by nobody. It goes out of the baseline. Handled last by Abit Gidabin. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Toyota trying to get back into contention. They're behind by 23. Biggest lead by Crispa was 30 points. Legazpi pumps and connects. Good screen provided by the Big J. 109-88. Looks like the start of a Toyota rally. Ubalde spinning around, giving it to Fabiosa. Fabiosa misses, and we've got a tap going to Rino Salazar. Toyota now fast breaking. Fabiosa is there. Cross-court pass. Javier misses on the try, and we've got Ubalde on a power defensive recovery. Yudabin gives it to Ubalde. Ubalde fakes, reverses for two. Good play by Freddy Ubalde. Outsmarting Abe King on that play. Legazpi lays up, and now it's 111-90. Crispa lead 21 points. 1:45 to go. And we've got Javier ramming into referee Victorino, drawing a yell from the crowd. That's the first time we've seen that happen.
That's one for the books, all right.
Jaworski rims out. Oh, what an unfortunate miss for Sonny Jaworski. Abe King connects from the corner.
36 points for Abe King.
113-92. Crispa by 21 again. Ubalde to Ko. Ko drives, and there's a whistle. A foul acknowledged by Javier.
Javier picks up foul number 3. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. 113-92. The 15th foul against the Toyota Tamaras. We've got 6 against Crispa. Let's take a look at that foul on Javier on the Sinclair slow-mo, and the hit again on the Crispa side with 115-92. That should be the 40th point of Atoy Ko.
That was a long beauty by Atoy Ko, but King retaliates. 115-94. Crispa still by 21.
King is not too far behind Ko. He's got 38 points now.
Abit Gidabin with a short pump makes it 117-94. 52 seconds left, third period. Crispa maintaining its lead of 23 points now. Although the Toyota Tamaraos have made some inroad into that lead, whittling it down to 23 from a 30-point advantage. 45 ticks left. King with a fadeaway. Yes.
It's tied. Atoy Ko with 40 points.
117-96. It's a battle between Ko and King. You would expect this kind of a performance from somebody like Atoy Ko, but not from Abe King.
Definitely so.
Who was it who said that King shouldn't be scoring? I remember somebody distinctly.
I was the one who said that.
Well, it looks like he's trying to prove something to you, Zal.
Maybe
And
he's
he's
trying
doing
to
it
prove
well.
now that his game is more complete than I saw it in the early part of the conference.
That's right. Of course, the requirements on Abe King tonight is very much different from the requirements on Abe King with the cast of Toyota complete.
What I actually said about Abe King is that he does not have to score in order to be a star. But
That's
if
true.
he scores, he can be a superstar.
And that's what he's trying to do tonight. Without knowing it, he's becoming a superstar. 25 ticks to go.
Beautiful
Ubalde.
reverse hit on an assist coming from Ko. That was Freddy Ubalde. 120-96. Crispa by 24 with only 12 seconds remaining. If Crispa hangs on to this lead and wins this game against Toyota, playing with a crippled lineup, that was Abe King again connecting, then they automatically qualify together with Toyota for the final spurt. We've got the horn sounding with Crispa on top, 120 for the Redmanizers, 98 for Toyota. We'll be back in just a while.
Come to Shakey's Cubao, Makati, Malate, and Angeles. We are where you are.
Joey Dionisio opening up the fourth period with contact on Emer Legazpi, sending him to the line.
Toyota scored 50% of their attempts in the third quarter at 19 out of 38. You know, they won the third quarter at 42 points against only 40 points by the Crispa Redmanizers. But Crispa had a better average from the field at 52%, 17 out of 33 tries. Rebounds, Toyota with 15 on the third, while Crispa had 10 rebounds. On assists, they're both at 3 assists each. charity shooting was 4 out of 5 by Toyota and 6 out of 9 by Crispa. 42-40, Toyota winning the third.
Atoy Ko connecting from the keyhole area to make it 122-99. Crispa by 23 points again. King retaliates with a hit from the left corner. It's a duel between Ko and King.
That was dedicated to Zal Marte.
Now I think we've got 44 points put in by King.
Very true.
Beautiful assist
Yeah.
for Cesar coming from Ko. He hooked that pass to Philip Cesar. 124-101.
It's now 44-42, 44 for King and 42 for Atoy Ko.
Here's another 2 points for King. Not quite. He gets another try. Yes. 46 points. And King is just 5 points shy of equalizing the record of Tony Torrente, which is 51 points. There it was.
Who's the man of Abe King?
Yes, 46
I think
points.
it's Cesar.
There's the attempt by Ko, and he missed. He tips it in. Not quite. Keeps the ball alive. Ubalde gets a try and gets the 2 points. 126-103. 10.5 minutes to go. It's Abe King versus the Crispa Redmanizers. There he goes again. And this one bounces out. Bulao follows up for 2. 126-105. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left. Ko under the basket to Philip Cesar. Another beautiful assist by Ko. 128-105. 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Javier to King. They're going to King. And he has been producing. The ball knocked away. Saved by Ko. Cesar to Ubalde into the front court. The bounce pass to Ko. Ko goes for the basket and connects. 130-105.
Atoy Ko just looked our direction and winked his eye.
Abe King missed on a layup.
That's a
Atoy Ko
password,
has it.
actually. That's a password, actually. I've been waiting for that wink for a long, long time. Atoy Ko is very much in the game. Very much in a good mood, that is.
Dulang missing, but we've got a follow-up. And King is asking for relief. Looks like he's very tired. Beautiful passing play by Crispa with Cesar assisting Fabiosa. 132-107, 9 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. We're the fourth quarter.
A couple of weeks back, I was chatting with Atoy Ko, and I said, Atoy, if you feel good about the game, just wink, so we'll know that you're going to perform well. It's only tonight that he winked. Did you notice that?
Javier guilty of that contact, and we've got a timeout. You're back here with us at the Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum, preparatory to charities to be fashioned by Bernie Fabiosa. Abe King has 46 points now, and Atoy Ko is just 2 points behind him with 44. And we've got 9 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, so the record held by Tony Torrente of 51 points is really beleaguered tonight. And both Ko and King can very easily break this, but King is resting on the bench right now. He was plumped. No, he's still in the game.
Still in the game.
Still in the game. He was asking to be relieved earlier, but it looks like Ford Acuna decided that he can still go on after that timeout. We've got a short miss by Bulao. Philip Cesar gives it to Fabiosa. 133-109. Cross-court pass for the layup by Bogs Adornado. Assist by Fabiosa. 135-109. King gets away for the layup too. That's his 48th point. He's just 3 points shy of the 51 points of Tony Torrente.
But aside from that, he's gotten also 16 rebounds so far.
Ko with a smile on his face
Atoy Ko is
loses the
having
ball.
fun.
It's 4-on-1. Javier lays up, sinks it. 135-113. Atoy Ko under the basket. Fabiosa with the alley-oop conversion.
And
137-113.
Atoy Ko Dick has 6 assists.
Yes, he has been concentrating on assists and really enjoying himself. He's got a smile.
You know, he must really feel good tonight. It must be something that must have happened today that has made him pretty pleased.
The miss by Legazpi. The tap goes to Adornado from Ko. 7 minutes and 40 seconds ago. Here comes Cesar for the layup too. 139-113. 7 minutes and 35 seconds ago. A lot of time yet. But at the rate both teams are scoring, it's a wide open contest. King makes 51 points
50
now. No, 50 points.
50 points.
It's his 50th point tonight. 139 to 115. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Adornado collects 2 points. 141 to 115.
Atoyko has stopped shooting.
He has been concentrating on assists. The tap out by Philip Cesar with 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. King will inbound.
Abe King looks really pooped out.
I don't blame him for feeling pooped out. Misses from the outside. Adornado has it. Fabiosa laying up easily for 2.
Like Atoyko, Abe King is also having fun. He's got a wide smile on his face. And they're talking to each other.
That's right. They probably realize that both of them are dueling it out points-wise. Salazar retaliating the pass of Philip Cesar, too far ahead for Ko. Look at Philip apologizing to the bench. 143 to 117, 6 minutes and 41 seconds left.
But you know, in spite of this wide lead of the Crispa Redmanizers,
there it is.
Baby Dalupan still has a pretty serious look on his face. He's the only one on the bench that hasn't smiled yet.
Right, there it is, 52 points for Abe King. He has broken the record. Dionisio misses out. Adornado follows up and misses, and we've got a foul going against Bulaong. 2 charities for Bogs Adornado.
Bulaong picks up the foul. It should be foul number 4. We've got, yes.
You were talking about a serious look on maybe the Lupan and maybe Danny Floro, because I do remember you talked one time about Danny Floro being conscious about this putting up too much of a margin over a team in the face of forthcoming important games. Baka maubusan din sa game na ito.
No, I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason why Baby Dalupan is serious, has a serious look on his face, is because I don't think he particularly savors the errors that the Redmanizers are committing tonight. Even if it's a wide open game, I'm sure at the back of his mind he wouldn't want the Redmanizers to get used to it and to come up with the same error in the next few games, which would already be the telling games as we come into the finals starting on Tuesday, right, Dick?
Yes. This victory of Crispa tonight, even with 5:45 to go, we may as well concede the game at the rate both clubs are scoring practically at will in a wide open contest.
But Dick, it has developed into a sideshow for King and Co. More
That's
especially
right.
for King.
But you know, Atoyko has been keeping himself away from even attempts. He has been contenting himself with assists.
Well, on assists, he also earns a couple of points on the statistical point standing.
151-21, King over to Javier, and we've got a goaltending call going against Atoyko, and it looks like cramps may have caused that walk of Ko. He's favoring his right foot.
Oh, he looks okay now. Whoops.
Yeah, that's a way to get rid of a bout of the cramps. Curl your toe towards you. Straighten out those tired muscles.
Did you know that Atoyko is a very good dancer? According to his current girlfriend, he is one terrific dancer, and I've seen him dance. Although I've had reports that in the past, in the very immediate past, Atoyko used to dance with 2 left feet. He's a terrific dancer now.
Okay, Ko scored another 2 points. Let's find out how many points he's got now. He can also break the record.
He's got 48 points.
48 points, so just 2 more baskets and Ko can break the record that King has earlier broken. Here he goes. Reversing, yes. 50 points now for Atoyko. 156 to 125. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Just 1 more basket and Ko would also break the record of Tony Torrente and equal Abe King's new record. King gets another 2 points, so he's got 54. Atoyko trying to get rid of his bout with the cramps. So we've got a charge by Fabiosa on Abe King.
Fabiosa picking up the foul. Ko is now being replaced. King likewise being replaced. You know, this game, in spite of its being a Crispa Toyota match, is beginning to look like a pretty friendly game. It's something like medyo let's have fun muna before the real big thing, which is going to be on Tuesday. I'm sure most of these players may not be able to come up with the beautiful, bright smiles that they are coming up with tonight.
No way. No way.
No way. Not
with a
Tuesday.
title at stake. No siree. So this would be the calm before the storm, so to speak. And the stage is set for this coming Tuesday between Toyota and Crispa. We've got a timeout. Back to the action in the front court of the Redmanizers. A tap out by Abe King, who's back in the contest. He's already got 54 points tucked under his belt, and he now holds a new individual high.
And I think, Dick, also that Fort Acuna has decided to give his boy a chance at really setting something as a record.
Hey, that was a beautiful
That's
shot by
right.
Javier.
Javier on a fast break, making it 156 to 129. Crispa by 27 points. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. The individual team high this season is 159, and Crispa is just 3 points shy of equaling that.
That was scored by Toyota,
That's
by the
right.
way.
We've got a layup by Adornado, the miss. The follow-up is good by Gulfin. 158 to 129. Another record is being threatened right now in a record-busting evening. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. King lays up, and it sinks. 56 points now is the individual high this season. 158 to 131, 2 minutes and a half to go. Atoy is on the verge of also breaking the former record. He's got 51 points.
Except that he's
not playing.
He's not playing right now.
Well, he went out because of a bout with the cramps, and it's possible that he may not come back in anymore. Crispa will inbound. He's got 50 points so far. That's Atoy's output. While Abe King has 56. One more basket by Crispa, and they will set a new team high this season of 160 points. Adornado is fouled by Reno Salazar.
Reno Salazar picks up foul number 3. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. 158 to 131. On team fouls, we've only got 3 against Toyota, but we've got less on Crispa. Just 1 on Crispa.
Adornado notched 2 points, and that is a new record now, 160 points for one team. Final 2-minute announcement is made, and this comes your way courtesy of Lipovitan. Abe King missing out. Idabin with a pitch to Espinosa for an easy fast break layup. 162 is a new team high record. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining. Salazar connects on the drive, wide open contest. And you can tell this because of the team fouls. Committed only 3 by Toyota and only 1 by Crispa. 164 is a new team high now. Salazar makes it 164 to 135. Very likely this will also set a record insofar as the combined totals of both teams are concerned. 166 to 135 and 1 minute and 22 seconds left in this contest. Toyota played minus Fernandez, Santa Maria, and Arnaiz, while Tito Varela is reported in hospital for Crispa. Follow-up by Adornado now. It's 168 to 137. 62 ticks left, and the crowd is yelling for the ball to be given to Abe King.
Abe King's got, what, 56
points. And he is fouled by Gulfin, so he'll have 2 opportunities to add on to that 56-point total.
Gulfin picks up foul number 1 with 55 seconds to go. 168 to 137. Abe King performed beautifully tonight for Toyota, and so did Atoy on the Crispa Redmanizers side. But who's going to be the MVP this year? Will it be King, Atoy? Will it be Cesar, Fernandez, Jaworski, Arnaiz? Who will it be? If you guess right, you can win a brand new Toyota Corolla and other prizes worth 150,000 pesos from Don Filter Kings. And the awards night will be on the 31st of July. The deadline for entries will be on July 34th. There are 1,000 drop boxes all over Metro Manila area for the Don Filter Kings Guess Who contest. Join it now. 168, 137.
Abid Gidabin scored to make it 170 to 137. King again. He is fouled once more. The shot bounced out. De La Cruz guilty of the contact with 41 seconds to go. Here it is on the Sinclair Paint slow-mo. The pitch to King. He drives in, and there's the contact.
He's playing a game that will take long for him to forget.
Yes, this is a milestone in the career of Abe King. Memorable night.
Of course, it must be said that his scores were made under slightly different conditions, abnormal conditions.
I wonder if there could ever be a championship night where the players would play as serious and as lightheartedly as this one.
Javier this time is fouled by Golfin. He'll go to the line. 26 seconds to go. Now King has how many points?
King's got, let me see now. King's got 60 points. 16 assists, and he's got, how many rebounds? No, he's got 16 rebounds and 5 assists.
Terrific evening for Abe King.
It's his big night. 26 ticks to go, 172 to 140. Saturday we'll have games here at the Coliseum again, and starting Tuesday, it's going to be the finals, and telephones will start ringing again.
Only 13 seconds to go. Estrada giving it to King, and King missed that. He gets another try, and also misses. Another try for King. No foul. Javier follows up, and there goes the final horn. And it looks like that shot was counted, so the final score is Crispa 172, a new team record this season, against 142 for the Toyota Tamaraos. Even the lead is the biggest enjoyed by either Crispa or Toyota this evening and in the past 5 seasons of the PBA. In just a while, the breakdown of the scores. Right now, let's pause for these reminders. You know, tonight is a very unusual night because not only did we see a Toyota Crispa match, but we also saw 2 players from both quintets vying for individual season honors.
Yes, and not only that, outside of the first that's been scored tonight, Dick, this is a first as far as the television interviews are concerned. Having 2 protagonists in the court on an interview, especially after a much heated ball game. Nagkainitan kayo ng gusto, ano?
What do you mean by heated? In a shooting?
I think smiling.
It's a shooting, and you're smiling, and they're both smiling after the game. Of course, we were making some speculations that although it would be ideal to see something like this kind of a game where you're fighting hard yet you're lighthearted about the game in a championship match. I don't particularly feel that this is going to happen.
Palagay ko ito, calm before the storm to, di ba?
Calm before the storm. Atoy, napagod ka ba?
Hindi na pagod, kaya lang I was I think in the first few minutes of the 4th quarter, I have a cramps. I had a
Yeah,
cramps.
napansin nga namin
When
yan.
I tried to block one of the Abe King's shots, you know.
Yeah. One of Abe King's shot. Yeah.
Kaya lang siya, unstoppable siya tonight eh.
Abe, what could you say to that?
Hindi, nagpapapalit na siya kanina, di ba?
Ano, I just give my best, no. We play hard. We try so much to beat Krispa, you know. Even
Without Ramon Bernal
even Monin Francis is injured. And as long as we have the opportunity to beat them, we should beat them.
Alam mo, go ka ng go, Abe. Namumuta tuloy isang kasama namin dito, si Sal Martin. Natatandaan mo, sinabi niya minsan na, alam mo si Abe, dapat wag na mag-i-score eh. Dahil nung maalat na maalat yung laro mo, ha, conforme ka doon. Dapat nagre-rebound ka kasi wala nagre-rebound noon eh. Ha, nag-i-score, you were trying to make baskets, but it was not going in. Ano?
extraordinary hot tonight.
Tonight.
Mataas ang
Oh,
percentage si Abe ngayon.
hanggang sa sumabog daw yung karburador niya. Ano pa rin? Sige lang. Oh.
Tumutok yung karburador eh.
Overheat. Overheat, ha? 60 points. That's a lot of points. This is your season high, and you've never made
Career
anything
high
like
ito,
that.
palagay ko, Abe, no?
Career high mo ito, no? 60 points. Maski siguro sa one-on-one sa backyard, hindi ka may score ng 60 points, ano?
Hindi,
I think this
naka-score
was
na.
also my career high. All my season, the PBA.
What about you? 50 also.
My season high.
Si Ate, kung hindi lang na cramps, palagay ko he would have broken the old record of 51-2, no?
Yeah.
Bakbakan.
Pero mukhang nag-assist ka na lang towards the closing minutes.
I saw all my teammates, they want also to score. That's why, you know, I just give them.
Team man, no?
Team manager na. So,
Pero
Atoy,
si Abe King naman, pinagbibigyan ka talaga ng mga teammates mo. Alam nila that you were going for the record, no?
Napansin na medyo hati-hata ng konti.
That's right, oo.
Pero
Yung
Abe,
mga gabing ganyan, ha?
nagpapapalit ka na kanina. Medyo sinesenyas mo na si Fort Acuña. Ano nangyari? Bakit?
Nga, gusto nila padagdagan pa.
Ano pumutok yung karburador mo? Gusto mo, time out ka na muna sana. O ano sabi ni Fort sa'yo? Kapag mga ganun ba, medyo namamagon na yung player, ano ba nangyayari sa, sumenyas ka sa coach, ano ba sinasabi sa'yo ng coach para bumalik ka? Well, in this particular instance, what did Fort?
Carb to beat carb. That's why they were able to feel it again.
Naging coach na usapan, ano?
Karera na yata yung nag-uusap. Atoy, you look extra happy tonight. Alam mo, napuna namin the past 3 or 4 games. Medyo parang hindi si Atoy ko. Ano nangyari ngayon? Bakit medyo masaya-masaya ka? Kumindat ka pa. Sinabi ko sa televiewers ko, sa mga televiewers, medyo maganda yung kindat mo.
Kasi during the previous game, I really, tell you frankly, I was very cautious in all my games, even all my attempts, all my movements, I was very cautious.
Why is that?
Maybe because I don't like to be hypocrite because of the MVP also.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, somewhat it's affected me because I tried to catch up in the
the standings.
assists and the rebounds, but really, unfortunately,
Lalong sumabog
Yeah.
dahil sa conscious ka.
I was too conscious.
What about tonight? What's the difference tonight?
Yeah, last night because we had a meeting, all the team with all the managers, coach, and all the players, no? And then they give me the support, the moral support to keep it up, you know. That's why,
So mukhang solid ang Crispa behind you.
yeah, I was a little bit happy tonight.
Dick, can I follow up on what Atoy just said? Because
Yes, sir.
this has to be said about shooting skills. You see, tonight's conditions were slightly different from the conditions maybe that we will see come next week
Tuesday.
when the finals start.
No doubt.
You see, in a game where pressure and tension really prevails, the first skills that usually deteriorates is shooting skill. And that is why I like to toss the point to Abe King. Here is where if pressure can sort of threaten consistency on shooting, it is always nice to fall back on something where you are consistent at, and that is rebounding.
That's why this time this game I try to, fall back on my shooting because everybody knows that my skill is in shooting, not like
That's true.
Abe,
That's true.
Yes. His skill is in rebounding and follow-up shots.
Sabi nga namin, Atoy, a while ago,
Before entering the final, I
Yeah.
try to catch up with my shooting.
we were saying that you seemed very relaxed a while ago. It
Because
looked like you had the green light to really go for the basket. No?
In the first quarter alone, I think out of the 25 tries of Crispa, you had 16. Binigay sa'yo 16 na beses yung bola para mag-attempt ka. Out of the 16, you made 11, I think, or 10.
For 22 points. which
22
is a
points in the
record.
first quarter. Record
Also a
din yun.
record.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice about that, but I'm just aware of what I'm doing every.
Well, most definitely, this will improve your performance on the Don MVP Awards as far as statistical points are concerned. And your fans, as usual, especially the ones coming from Pasig, will again go solid behind you as far as the Don. Ikaw yata nagsisigarilyo no? Puro raw sa Pasig. Yung mga to.
Speaking
Anyway,
of that race, Emmy, I think Abe King now will be the
yes,
first
he will move up
who
also.
will come into the picture.
He's
because of
number
his
9 right
performance
now on
tonight.
statistical points, but I'm sure he will be able to nudge out Manansala. He would either be number 8 or number 7, even moving out Tuadles after your performance tonight. And I don't know what you're gonna do with the MVP award money in case you make it, but I'm sure Atoy ko has something planned out already. Magpapatayo na ho ng bahay.
He's got it spent already, di ba?
Hindi pa,
Hindi
hindi
pa ba?
pa, hindi pa. Magpapatayo daw siya ng bahay at gusto na makalagay sa tahimik. Yung medyo paminsan-minsan na lang ang labas.
Saka before to close this, I think we have to.
Okay, medyo delikado na, no?
Congratulate Abe for
Sige.
the
Okay, in closing, again, congrats,
Congratulations.
Abe King. And Atoy,
Abe.
congratulations for your 50 points, another season high too for you. And we hope that you continue with this kind of a performance next week.
Salamat sa mga fans.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's pause for these reminders.
Choices.
Okay, you're back with us here at the Coliseum. Let's take a look at the scores now. We're the only ones left here in the Big Dome. We're glad you're still with us. Okay, here are the scores. We have Atoy Ko on top at 50 big points. The winning club, the Crispa Redmanizers. We have the score of Atoy Ko at 50 points, together with 5 rebounds and 6 assists, 2 interceptions, 2 steals, and 3 loose ball recoveries. He committed only 2 errors. Atoy Ko had a pretty good performance tonight, and he was in a very good mood, and all stops were pulled out as far as Atoy Ko is concerned. The score by Philip Cesar, 22 with 8 rebounds. We've got Fabiosa with 21, Adonado with 21 points. Okay, now let's look at the scores made by the Toyota Tamaraos. The top scorer here is Abe King, who made 60 big points, breaking the record set by Torrente, which was at 51 points. He broke it and went over by 9 points tonight at 60. And Abe King has proven to everybody that he could score given the opportunity to score. And also, outside of scores, he has come up with a lot of rebounds, 17 rebounds by Abe King. But he made 1 loose ball recovery, 1 block shot, and committed 3 errors in the process. Abe King, standout for the Toyota Tamaraos, followed by Emer Legaspi, who quietly pumped in 29 points. Okay, the score 172 to 142, the biggest lead ever by the Crispa Redmanizers over the Toyota Tamaraos in all of their encounters. The biggest at the time was in 1976 in the first and second conferences when they won over the Toyota Tamaraos by 26 big points. Tonight, bigger by 30 points in tonight's game. Dick?
And speaking of records, Emmy, we would like to recap the records broken this evening. First, there was the season individual high broken by Abe King of 60 points, vice 51 by Tony Torrente, and then, of course, a quarter record by Atoy Ko. That's 22 points in the first quarter alone. And, of course, the team high total of 172, breaking the 159 that Toyota established earlier this season. So that will set the stage for a Toyota Crispa showdown, because the win this evening by Crispa has tied them with the Toyota Tamaraos in the lead of the round of 4 with 4 wins against 1 loss. And both teams have already qualified for the finals. And after more than 2 years, Toyota and Crispa will meet once again in a long-awaited showdown for a PBA title. It'll be the All-Filipino this coming week, starting on Tuesday. But before that, on Saturday, we have a couple of games lined up for you, and we're coming on live as usual. At 5:30, Crispa goes up against Philman Bank, and at 7:30, Toyota will go up against Tanduay. So here's an invitation for you to join us again for another exciting evening of basketball on GTV4. On behalf of the NMPC sports staff and for my associates, Emmy and Zal, this is Dick saying thank you and a very pleasant good evening.